Do a slip knot. All we need to do is to wrap our fingers twice like this, take the bottom over the top, and then take that bottom yarn over to the top and pull gently onto your crochet hook. And then if we're doing a chain after this, which is usually marked with the letter CH, chaining is yarning over and drawing up a loop, just like that. So that's one chain. Yarning over and then pulling up a loop, just like that. Yarning over and pulling up a loop. And now you can see that we have 3 chains. If you look at it this way, you can see one V here, the second V here, and the third. So if it asks you for 10 chains, we will just simply repeat until we have 10. So we already have 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. And you can simply just count them right there. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's how you do chains. What we will do is to wrap this around your fingers. So go ahead and place this end like this. You're going to hold that with your thumb there, turn it over, wrap it around once more. Use your ring finger to hold that in place. We take the bottom one, put it over, and then put this over the top, just like that. Turn it around. Take the yarn from the yarn ball and pull it a little snug. Slide it off your fingers, and that, my friend, is your magic ring. Now from here, the pattern will ask you to place a number of single crochets into that ring. What you will do is to grab your hook, place it inside the loop, and then go ahead and hold your yarn, and what we will do is tighten that up just a little bit so that it's easy to work with, just like that. You will place this knot onto your third finger, your middle finger, and place your thumb on top to hold it in place. Now what we will do is yarn over, bring a loop up, yarn over, and pull through the loop. So this one does not count as a stitch. This is just getting started. Now the pattern will call for, it will say magic ring 6 or MR6. Starting from here, place the hook going into the circle, and make sure you go underneath these 2 right here. You're going right into the center of the circle, into here. You're going to place it inside the circle, yarn over, bring that up, yarn over, and bring it through both loops. That is your first single crochet. A single crochet is just that. We're going to do it again for a total of 6 single crochets. So you would take your hook, place it inside the circle, yarn over, bring it up, and yarn over and bring it through. Now you've made 2. You can see right here the V's in the stitches, 1 and 2. Okay, we're going to go in again, yarn over, bring it up, yarn over, just like that. So now you've made 3. So now as you're going into the circle, you want to make sure that you're going into the circle and under both of these yarn pieces here. So let's do it again. So now we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now remember, keep these yarn pieces together. We're going to do another single crochet for a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our last one. Make sure you're going underneath the yarn tail as well. So now we have 6. The beauty of the magic ring is that it is adjustable, so you can pull this nice and snug. So now what you will do is turn this around and see this? All you need to do is give it a nice tug. So I would hold your work right there in the center just like this. Give it a pull, a nice pull like that. And you see, the hole is gone. Hi friends, let's learn the single crochet stitch. A single crochet is just going into the stitch, just like that, yarning over, bringing that loop up, yarning over, and bringing that loop through. I'll show you one more time. To single crochet, insert your hook, yarn over, bring the loop up, yarning over, and closing the stitch by going through both loops. Now you know how to single crochet. We're going to do an increase. All an increase is doing 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. So if you are wanting to do an increase, you go into the stitch. The stitch is really easy to identify by seeing the V that's right here. You go under the V, just like that. You yarn over, bring up that loop, and then yarn over, pulling it through both loops. That is 1 single crochet. For an increase, you need to go into the same stitch. So you can see where that stitch is by looking here. You just go right into that same place, yarning over, bringing it up, yarning over, and pulling it through. That is an increase. I'll show you one more time. Go into the stitch, yarning over, bringing it up, yarning over, and pulling through both loops. We're going to do one more, yarning over, bringing it up, yarning over, and bringing it through. Now you can see here that there are 2. There's one here, and there's another here coming out of the same place. This is a single crochet increase. Now I'm going to teach you the decrease stitch for single crochet. What you will do is insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, bring up the stitch. Now you take your hook and you go into next stitch over here, yarning over, bringing that loop up, and then yarning over and closing it up just like that. What that does is take 2 stitches and make them into 1, so you're decreasing. Let me show you one more time. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, bring that up, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, and bring that up, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops to close it up. Now that we know how to do the single crochet decrease as we did earlier, now I would love to show you the invisible decrease. The invisible decrease is flat, so it is harder to see once your work is finished. The regular decrease has a little bit of a bump, so if you have many decreases over many rounds, you'll be able to see a very distinct line that's a little bit raised. You're going to go into the front loop of the stitch. If you look here, you'll see the V right there. This one right here, this loop that's closest to you is the front loop. This loop that's back here is the back loop. For the invisible decrease, we will be going through the front loops of 2 stitches. You're going to take your hook, and I would place my finger right here so that this doesn't fall off your hook. You go into the front loop like this, going in, then you turn your hook, go into the next front loop, yarning over, and bringing it through both of those loops. Now you have 2 on your hook. Yarning over, go through these 2 loops, and you are done. You decreased 2 stitches. I would love to show you the differences between a regular decrease as well as an invisible decrease. Over here are my regular single crochet decreases right here. They have a little bit of a bump. However, the invisible decrease over here is nice and flat right here. It's stacked a little bit, but it doesn't add height. It's the same height as this one. It's very nice when you're doing a lot of decreases in a row.